How's it going, YouTube? ToonRaider here. Today we're going to be talking some more Dragon Ball Super on the channel. Just so you know, I'm feeling a little sick today, and apologies if I sound a bit different. But today we're going to be going over the chapter spoilers for Chapter 89. A rival appears. Let's get into it. The chapter opens with Trunks trying to see the contents of the disc he found a few days earlier, during the Mount Butterfly incident. After numerous failed attempts to bypass the security, Trunks decides to use Bulma's computer to access the disc. So he sneaks into her lab. Using Bulma's computer, Trunks gets through the security in the disc. It contained the blueprints of a creature, which was Cell. We saw that. As Trunks wants to dig deeper, the computer gets infected with the virus and it crashes. Trunks quickly takes out the disc. Bulma arrives with Bra and catches Trunks who has broken her computer. She says Trunks has inherited Vegeta's talent in breaking her things. In the meanwhile, little Bra fixes the computer and says that from the virus attack. Bulma says that Bra is much more talented than Trunks at such age. Bulma then informs Trunks that Mai is joining Blue Hell High School as well, and she wants them to go to school together. That's nice. Except Mai is a grown lady. So Trunks better not make it late, or I guess make them late. Trunks' happiness knew no bounds. He walks to school with Mai. Every one of his classmates on the road comes running towards them to get a chance to talk to Mai. But Trunks shoos them away. Okay, so apparently everybody likes Mai. The reason why Bulma made Mai join high school is that she didn't want the people to come up with strange rumors about her not attending school, even though she looked like a teenager. Okay, so they're directly talking about the fact that she's an adult. Yet Bulma is, like, somehow supporting... Anyway. Mai introduces herself as the new transfer student in the class. The teacher assigns Trunks the job to fill Mai with the various things at school. I'm guessing to just like associate her with the various things at school. Trunks obviously agrees. Scale asks Mai if she has a boyfriend. Trunks intervenes before Mai could answer. The teacher announces that there's another transfer student. The student introduces himself as Beta. Woola takes the job of helping out Beta with school things. Next period is PE. Trunks and others play basketball. Trunks shows his extraordinary skills in the sport to impress Mai, but Beta comes from behind and takes the ball from Trunks and goes toward the basketball for a goal. Trunks uses his super speed to block Beta from scoring the goal. Everyone is surprised to see Trunks cover that distance in an instant. Still, Beta manages to score a goal. Trunks is shocked. The girls think Beta is cool, and Mai throws a suspicious look at him. That's good of her. A close-up shot at Beta's eyes revealed that he'd been transmitting the video feed to none other than his creator, Dr. Hedo. Okay, so Gammas, Alpha, and Beta. Okay, we got them now. Dr. Hedo, who is now at a hideout near the port. Along with his Alpha androids, he watches the video feed. Seeing Trunks' super speed, Dr. Hedo asks his Alpha android if Trunks is the guy who beat them and stole the discs, but all they remember is a blonde kid. Dr. Hedo sighs and regrets not installing those surveillance cameras at the Mount Butterfly factory. The only clues they have are that the human possesses superhuman strength to defeat an android, and that he's from Blue Hell High School. You must find him, Beta number 1, he orders Beta. Back to class, Mai keeps staring at Beta from behind. Trunks tells Mai that Beta's goal was just a fluke and he'll show her an even better shot next time. Mai tells him to keep it down. Trunks is confused, so Mai lets him know that Beta is not human as she notices a bruise on his neck. And I think that looks like more like a scar where Hedo was taking him apart and all that stuff, kind of like a Frankenstein monster thing. Trunks gets scared seeing that he thinks Beta is a ghost. Mai denies that and tells him that she thinks he's an android but a different type as compared to number 18. She also thinks that he's here looking for someone. Trunks talks to himself in his mind. He doesn't feel any life energy coming from Beta. He thinks he's a friend of those zombies and he's there to kill him. He worries his Saiyaman X1 identity might get revealed to the public at this rate. Hedo is very suspicious of Trunks. He orders Beta number 1 to check if he has any superpowers, so Beta throws the ball at Trunks from behind. Trunks notices it and pretends to tie his shoelaces. The ball hits the walls and then the fire extinguisher beside Beta. At lunch, Trunks wants more soup, but he's denied as everyone is supposed to get the same amount. Beta throws the soup up behind. Trunks notices it and catches the soup in his bowl. He thanks Beta. Hedo is annoyed now, so is Beta kind of coming around to being a friend to Trunks or what? What's going on here? Math class. Both Trunks and Beta are called to solve a problem on the board. Beta gets it right. Trunks is wrong. Hedo celebrates this win against Trunks even though it's unrelated to the mission. Okay, a little comedy there. After school, Beta waits behind a wooden block as Trunks and Mai walk that way. He plans on dropping the block on Trunks. Trunks notices this and worries that if he dodges it, it'll hit Mai. Just then, Goten lifts a trunk to take out the tennis ball that was under it. Goten gives the ball to the girls and tells them that it was a light truck. Beta sees this. He concludes that Goten is the superhuman that took down the Alphas. Hedo orders him to transform and get the disc back from him. Beta rips off his own shirt and wears his superhero outfit. Goten thinks of him to be a cosplayer. Mai figures out that it's none other than Beta. Trunks doesn't want them to fight in front of the school and their classmates. Beta introduces himself as Beta Number 1. He says, "My name is Beta Number 1. I'm Dr. Hedo's masterpiece." Goten says that he's never heard of Hedo and asks if he can go home as he is late, or probably getting late to get home or something. Beta Number 1 attacks him, but he dodges it with ease. Everyone at school watches them fight. Goten wants to settle this outside the school, but Beta disagrees. He just wants the disc he stole from the doctor. Goten has no idea about the disc. Trunks figures out that Beta is stronger than the zombie, so he asks Mai to hold his back for him as he wanted to go to the bathroom. Beta charges a serious attack. Goten figures that he can't just dodge it. He has no choice but to counter it. He's cornered. Trunks arrives and stops Beta's punch. Scout recognizes Saiyaman X1 as the new hero in town. Alphas recognize Saiyaman X1 as the one who took them down. Hedo orders Beta to get away to get him. Trunks gives Goten the transforming watch and tells him to run away from the seed. Beta catches Saiyaman X1 off guard and lands a blow on him. Saiyaman X1 smiles and throws Beta to a long distance, who then lands in the schoolyard. Saiyaman X1 hits Beta with his down cycle kick. Rulo and Scale decide to go to the schoolyard to watch the fight. Mai wonders if she knows who Saiyaman X1 is. After all, he felt familiar. Hedo admires Saiyaman X1's strength. He also thinks his costume is cool, but Beta can't lose, so he tells him to use that. Beta presses the button. Beta presses the button on his belt and activates the battle jacket. Beta calls it Beta Number 2. Beta launches a missile. X1 can't dodge it or else it will hit the people. He grabs it and diverts it to the sea. X1's kick makes Beta 2 fall on the ground, whose impact makes Mai fall too. Trunks' bag opens and Guro's disc falls out of it. Hedo and Beta notice it. Mai puts the disc back in the bag and runs away from the fight. Hedo orders Beta to catch Mai. Beta 2 grabs Mai, but as Trunks is about to go save her, Beta 2 launches a series of missiles from his buttocks at the students. Trunks destroys each one of them, but they keep coming. Beta 2 leaves the lower half of his body to keep X1 busy with missiles as he separates his upper body and flies off to the sky with Mai. Just then, X2 arrives on time and destroys the lower body of Beta 2, which stops the firing of missiles. Hedo is shocked to see another Saiyaman. Trunks uses his pressurized steam high pressure on Beta 2, which destroys the Beta 2 battle jacket, leaving Beta in his underwear. As Mai falls from the sky, X1 catches her. Mai slowly opens her eyes and sees a red scarf that reminds her of future Trunks. Oh, some foreshadowing, some, what's it called? You know what I'm saying. Mai in the future, Trunks in the future, Mai in the past, Trunks, modern timeline. Mai blushes as X1 drops her on the ground safely. X1 and X2 introduces themselves and distract their signature poses in front of the school students. Some students think it was all just promotion for the upcoming Clean God movie. Skill believes they're real superheroes. Ruler thinks they're lame. As X1 and X2 fly off, Trunks comes running to Mai. Trunks said he heard she was saved by a superhero. Mai looks at the sky and says somehow it feels like my lost, forgotten feelings have been revived. She also says that X1 was very cool. So strange. As Trunks is about to confess to her that X1 is none other than him, Goten comes from behind and shuts Trunks' mouth. Mai wonders if she can ever meet X1 again. Beta returns to the hideout. He's sorry that he failed to get back the disc. Hedo admits that he was completely lost as well, lost in thinking about those cool superhero suits. Hedo asks Beta if he got their autograph, but he reminds him that they are their enemies. Anyway, now that their targets are clear, X1 and X2, and Mai, Hedo would do anything to retrieve the disc from them. This chapter ends with Hedo starting the production on the next android who will be stronger and cooler than him. He also likes them. He also liked X2's red cape, so he intends to copy that. Interesting. I had a theory that Hero would be inspired by Goten and Trunks' Saiyaman forms as a duo, and would make Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 a duo based off them. So it looks like they're going in that direction, which is interesting. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry if my voice changed some during this video, and because, you know, I'm sick and stuff, so just bear with me through that, and yeah, peace off.